Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Digital Presence Toolkit webinar presented by Ms. Ronnie Ramos from Harmony 3 Productions. Today's session will explore building a talking AI avatar. My name is Jeannie Yang, and I'm a business and loan counselor at PACE. Thank you for joining us today. This webinar is brought to you in partnership with the City of LA Economic and Workforce Development Department, EWDD, and BusinessSource Pico-Union Westlake Region, operated by PACE Business Development Center. This webinar will be recorded, and at the end of the webinar, as always, we'll be asking you to participate on our survey. So please make sure that you complete the survey. And before we learn something new, let me do a quick introduction and PACE. PACE Pacific Agent Consortium in Employment was established in 1976. We are a 501c nonprofit organization. So what we do is from business to workforce development to utility assistance, housing, and education. All our 5 departments are equipped with the necessary services to tackle poverty and economic inequity in diverse communities across the LA since 1976. So we provide one-on-one business counseling, credits and asset building, business and financial plan development, webinars and trainings, just like today's, to help you brand new business or help you establish something you always dreamed of, or bring your current business up a notch to expansion. So we can also get you to get into procurement services as a contract services through our procurement department. And the greatest fact is that all our services are free. So if you have any questions about our services, programs, or any lending products, please visit our website, pacelabdc.org for more information. All right, let's get started for today's exciting topic. Ronnie,
Perfect.
let's get started. Thank
you. So today we're talking about something that is super exciting for myself. I am using it on a regular basis, making them for my clients, is making an AI avatar, someone, something that looks just like you, sounds like you, to use online. It's kind of crazy, kind of amazing, and I will be showing you some examples. So it's going to look like you and sound like you and be able to stand in for you when there's times where you just don't want to be on camera. Again, it can be your best marketing tool because it's you just as an avatar. So if you ever wish you could be in 2 places at once, well, now you can, sort of. We're talking personal branding here, where technology meets authenticity in just such an exciting way. I am always very clear when I'm using an avatar of myself that I let people know it is an avatar. Now, I think you can pick them out pretty easily, but they're getting so much better all the time. But I will be showing you examples of ones that I'm using for myself. And I use it on times when I know I need to get content out there, and having a face on your social media is absolutely get better engagement than just a voiceover or just text. So there definitely is a place in my marketing for using a tool like this. All right. So in this day of AI, I am really here with you today, and I'm keeping chat open. I'd love to answer your questions in real time. If you have any questions about what we're talking about today, post in chat. I'll be looking over there, and Jeannie can look over there, and feel free to interrupt me if we see any questions coming up. But my business, Harmony 3 Productions, we're these days called content creators. So that means anything visual, that's our wheelhouse, whether it's photography or video or AI. All of that for content creation these days is what I do every day. So if you have any questions about that, now's a good time, because like I said, this is not AI Ronnie talking to you. It's real Ronnie. But AI Ronnie is going to say hello to you also. I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I'm Ronnie Ramos, and most other social, I'm Harmony 3 Productions. So what we're going to do today, it's a demo, and I'm going to share with you the steps that I use to create an avatar that could look and sound just like you. It's easier than you think, and I think it's more powerful than you can even imagine. And it's a game changer for business who want to show up online. And like I said, having that person, a face, show up online without you having to be always on camera. You can actually scale your presence and save your energy and still maintain that personal touch that is you. So we're going to use 3 different platforms. They are all paid subscriptions, but they all have like a trial period or something that you can test. And I recommend that you try the trial or try a free version and see if it's good, works for you, if you're happy with it. But everything I'm going to show you is in the paid version of these platforms. So what we're using is 11 Labs, HeyGen, and Aragon. 11 Labs I use for the voiceovers, HeyGen to create the avatar, and Aragon to create an array of professional headshots that we can use for that avatar. And really all you have to upload are half a dozen selfies. So it's easily doable. So you're going to start with your face. Well, I started with this, right? So this is a AI generated portrait from just a selfie that I uploaded, and then it became AI Ronnie. So let me play what she's saying.
Oh, hello. It's Ronnie's avatar here. Yep, not the real me. I wanted to show you, not just tell you, what an AI-generated video can look like. Pretty wild, right? Here's how it all comes together. First, we start with a good selfie or short video for the visuals. Then, we write a script, often with a little help from ChatGPT. Next, I record and clone my own voice in 11 Labs to use with any script I want. Finally, everything goes into HeyGen, my image, my cloned voice, using my script, so the avatar looks, sounds, and speaks just like me. By the end, you'll see just how simple it is to create your own digital double. Ready to check it out? Let's dive in.
That's kind of crazy, right? So that's what we're talking about today. When I say AI avatar, that's what I mean. All right. So step 1, you're going to choose your visual foundation. So as I said, you're going to start with your face. So HeyGen gives you flexibility how you want to capture your likeness. So it's really just one input, but the quality of that input really makes a difference. So you have 2 main options. Each has its own advantages depending on your comfort level and the desired outcome that you want. So you can even use an AI generated photo from some of your selfies, and that was what I used for that example that I showed you. So a still photo, it's quick and it's simple. It's perfect if you just want straightforward, go ahead and make your avatar. Or you can do a video capture of you. This has more dynamic results and more natural expressions because it is basing the avatar on your actual movements. So if you're going to do a photo, or these tips work for video also, but this is how I start with that. A neutral background. Skip the busy patterns and distracting elements because you need that clean, solid background. It lets the AI really focus on what matters most, and that's you. So think solid colors or simple textures that won't compete with attention. And good lighting. Natural light from a window. You want nice, even light. For me right now, I have both external lights on me and my computer is pretty bright. So I have nice, it's filling the shadows. That's nice quality, even lighting. Avoid really harsh overhead lighting that creates unflattering shadows under your eyes or chin. And face forward with a relaxed expression. Look directly at the camera and have a friendly, approachable expression. Not a big smile because it will over exaggerate that. So think friendly professional more than forced smile or serious boardroom, because this is going to be the foundation of every video that your avatar makes. So common mistakes that can kind of really mess up your results. Selfies with harsh shadows. That's going to be just distracting, and it's pretty unflattering. Using the overhead lights like in an office building, it's just not a flattering light on your face. And the avatar might end up looking like you're permanently standing under those fluorescent lighting. So again, nice, even light. Busy or distracting backgrounds, like if there's a lot going on, like the background that I have behind me right now is my office I'm really working in, but I wouldn't use it to build my avatar. Too much stuff going on, artwork or patterns. Pull the AI's attention away from your face so the avatar can look a little less like you. And over the top expressions, super animated or exaggerated expressions or smiles might seem kind of fun, but they don't translate well in avatar form. So stick with your natural professional demeanor for best results. And this is whether you're doing a photo of you, a still photo, or a video. All right. So as I said, the one that I started with was just a couple of selfies that I uploaded to this platform, which is called Aragon, Aragon. You don't want to be on camera, don't like how you look that day? Well, AI can fix that. So I uploaded some selfies to Aragon, and it gave me just so many headshots that I can pick from. And you can upgrade and get different ones. You can have black and white, you can have modeling ones, office ones, you can have you as a speaker, so many different options. So mastering your video section if you want to do a video instead of just a still image. When you're recording the video, if you're using HeyGen to make your avatar, it will actually give you some very good tips to upload for them, like they need specific length of video. But I would start with keeping it short and sweet, because you can upload multiple takes, which I think is actually better, because if I tell you, okay, just record for 2 minutes, most people are gonna start to wonder, oh, what am I gonna say 2 minutes? Oh, what? And it will pick up all of that. So I like to do short little snippets, maybe 15, 30 seconds, and upload multiple of them. 5 to 10 seconds is really all you need, but the more you give it, the better the results are going to be. Yeah, AI doesn't need a War and Peace novel, but it needs to understand your natural expressions and movement patterns. I do want you to be speaking naturally, and if you're not going to be showing your regular movements, your movement patterns, then kind of stay still. You can either say a few words in your natural speaking voice or simply sit comfortably. Both approaches work well. You're going to choose what feels more natural to you. Again, same thing with the still photo. A clean, simple background works best. Distraction free, it actually helps the AI build a better avatar for you. It doesn't mean just a plain wall, but just not too much clutter and stuff going on behind you. All right. Now, so you saw not me, right? But I'm going to show you an example of one of my clients, and we made the avatar from a video of him. So his movements are much more Norm movements. His name was Norm. And it's because we did video capture. So let me play Not Norm for you.
Sometimes I don't want to or don't have time to be on camera. So Harmony 3 created an avatar that can always be on camera and share tech tips. By the way, I'm the avatar for Norm Heron at Atomic Technology Solutions. This version of me was built from real video footage, so the movements and office background are authentic. With the right capture, good lighting, a clean background, and natural motion, HeyGen makes it possible to create a professional presence that's ready anytime. I'm sure Ronnie is getting you up and ready to create your own avatars. She loves this stuff. And since it's tech, at Atomic, we do too.
And those are his movements. That is how he stands, he uses his hands, so it mimics all of that. So whatever you're doing, know that's what your avatar is going to do. And his voice is not what he said when we were doing the video of him. We typed that in and had a voice clone of him, so Norm can say anything as Norm. All right, so training your voice. So why does your voice matter? Well, your avatar's not just going to look like you, it's going to sound like you too. So this is where the magic really happens. And it's where most people start to get real excited about the possibilities. Because when your voice matches your appearance, the result is incredibly convincing. And your audience is going to feel that authenticity. They're going to feel like they're actually talking to you and not just watching that digital representation. Now, you can go either way, whatever you're comfortable with. You might have some industry parameters that you have to be aware of in as far as disclosing whether it is a avatar. And like I said, for me, I always, am open with my avatar saying that it's not Ronnie or an avatar for Ronnie. So meet your new voice best friend, and that's 11 Labs. So this tool really specializes in natural, expressive AI voice cloning. And that's what I'm talking about that we did with Norm, and my voice on the other one that you saw with me, same thing, a clone of my voice. So it duplicates your rhythm and your inflections, even those little quirks that make it sound just like you. So this is what the website for 11 Labs looks like, and they call it the most realistic voice AI platform, and it is the one that I use and recommend for my clients. So the avatar talking that you saw at the beginning of this is the script that I gave it. So I type in the script into 11 Labs. So it also gives the prompt little prompts on how to say it. So friendly. Good morning. It's Ronnie's AI avatar here. Yep, not the real me. It sounded pretty much like me. And then sincere, want to show you, not tell you. Then instructional, here's how it works. And encouraging. By the end, you'll see how simple it is to make a talkie. That is the parameters for myself using this tool. You can see over on the right, the voice I selected is Ronnie V3. So this is my voice, and I did a couple of tests with it. So this was version 3 that I like the best. And then I have saved that voice as Ronnie's voice. So I can type anything I want and it's going to sound like me. Okay. And I want to remind you that chat is open. So if you have any questions on what we're doing, definitely go ahead and post in chat. Okay, here's my tips for recording your voice samples to clone your voice. Clear microphone. You don't need, studio grade equipment, but avoid using your laptop's built-in mic. It's not great. A decent USB microphone or even your phone's voice memo app held close to your mouth is going to work much better. Definitely record in a quiet environment. Find the quietest room in your house and turn off the air conditioner or fans or extra noises you've got going on. Close your windows and let your family members know that you're recording so they're not making a lot of noise or banging on the door, because background noises can confuse the AI and it reduces the quality of your voice clone. This is important. Speak at your normal pace. I can't tell you when I am working with clients how many of them will go into this, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's not them. They're like, oh, I'll talk very monotone and quiet. Or they'll just really talk exaggerated into the thing, like they have to just talk in your normal voice. Don't slow down or speed up. Just talk like you normally would in a business conversation. And the AI will learn from your natural rhythms and your cadence. So authenticity is key there. All right, so how much should you record? A quick demo, you can do 1 to 2 minutes, but like I said, if you're not really prepared, you'll run out of things to say. So I do like the idea of coming up with about 2 minutes of recording, but you can do it in smaller pieces and then upload multiple pieces. That first demo, it's great for just kind of testing the waters and get a feel how that technology works. You can always re-upload. Like I said, I was on Ronnie V3 for that sample and I was happy with that one, but I had to work through V1 and V2 to get it where I like it. So for professional quality, 5+ minutes. So again, very difficult to talk straight on for 5 minutes without and forgetting where you are. So small chunks upload, but that really gives the AI a lot of information to work with, and it will then be able to capture and mimic your unique speaking patterns. Think of it like teaching somebody to impersonate you, and the more examples you give them, the better they're going to be at it. And the same principle applies with AI, except your student is really fast at learning. So some pro tips for incredible results. Be conversational. Talk like you're explaining something to a friend, not reading a legal document. Use your natural speaking voice, including those ums and phrases that make you sound human. Vary your tone. Don't speak in a monotone, just talking blah, 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 blah. Nope. Express excitement in some of those demos, concern, curiosity. Show the full range of how you naturally communicate in a business setting. And do smile while you're speaking. This might sound silly, but it really works. When you smile, it actually changes how your voice sounds. So if you're all dour and reading something, you can hear that. But smiling, having a friendly persona, does come across warmer and more approachable and more engaging, and the AI picks up on that. Bringing it all together. So the magic moment happens when you upload all of this into HeyGen. This is where your photo or video meets your cloned voice. HeyGen's platform takes both of those elements and creates something genuinely impressive. A talking avatar that looks and sounds like you. The process, it's surprisingly straightforward, and the results feel like science fiction. The first time I did it, literally my mouth was open. I was like, whoa, it's remarkable. And within minutes, you can have a digital version of yourself that can deliver any message you want in your voice with your mannerisms. Somebody's saying, can I share the slide website for AI again? So you will get a copy of this, but I'm going to write in chat what they are here. So it is Aragon, HeyGen, and 11 Labs. Those are the websites that I'm showing in here. All right. So in HeyGen, remember, I used Aragon, generated this selfie, not from a selfie, this business portrait, right? I uploaded that, and I uploaded the cloned voice to the script that I showed you that I made in 11 Labs. And then I clicked the button, generate the video. Now, here's some customization options that make it yours. Definitely add subtitles. Anytime you have anybody on camera, even if it's AI, make sure that you're either burning in your subtitles to the video itself, or you have subtitles turned on wherever you're going to upload it for accessibility. A lot of people watch videos with the sound off just by default, and there's people that have to have closed captions to understand what you're saying. You are a business, so everything that you do has to meet certain accessibility standards, so be aware of that. Choose your background. You can place yourself in a professional office, in a cozy home, even a virtual conference room. The background sets the tone for your message. And adjust the pacing so you can control how fast or slow your avatar speaks. Match the pacing to your message. Slower for more important announcements, natural pace for everyday communications. And quality control. This is your final checklist. So preview it before you export it. This step is crucial. Don't skip it, because 3 key elements that can make or break your avatar's believability. Lip sync accuracy. Make sure that it's not like talking and your lips aren't aligned with it. Does the mouth movement match the words? Tone consistency. Does it sound naturally like you? Many, many times I will have to regenerate until I get one that I really like the sound and inflections of. And the expressions, that's what I'm talking about. Your facial expressions, do they feel natural? And then for your final export strategy, this is exporting your avatar. Choose the size and format based on where you're going to use it. For social media, square or vertical format. Perfect for social. If it's on your website, horizontal and very high quality. Email, compressed for fast loading. And presentations, full HD for crisp projection. Okay, where can you use these things? Social media posts are great. You can absolutely create really quick, engaging clips for LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, wherever you want to use them. Your avatar can deliver tips and announcement updates or share insights, all while you focus on running your business. What about a website? Welcome. Greet your visitors to your website with a personalized intro on your homepage. It's like having a virtual receptionist that never takes a sick day and always delivers your message perfectly. And email marketing. Now, we never recommend putting a video in your email, like embedding it in your email. There'll be deliverability issues, but you certainly can put that video thumbnail in with a play button or a link to click, and just saying that there's video in the subject line really can increase your open rate. You stand out in really crowded inboxes, and your open rate. So remember, your video is not going to be embedded, but you will embed the link to where your video is, right? So you typically will get higher open rates and click-through rates if you have video in your emails. Okay, so let's see. I see a question here. Can I speak a little more on image and voice rights? Do these companies ultimately own the rights to your AI avatar? Great question. Anita, I am not an attorney, but what I do know is we all need to be the best advocate for our own business. And that means reading the fine print, read those terms and conditions on wherever, anything that you are using for your business. If you use any of those platforms, they all have a terms and conditions. It says what they own, what they can use, what you own, what you can use, how you can use it. There will be restrictions. You need to read all of that. And like I said, not an attorney, but I certainly, for myself, read the fine print on whatever I am using. Absolutely. Okay. What about training or tutorials? It's kind of like you on demand without re-recording. Every time you want to update your content, you just can type it in and it will change what it's going to say. That way you can create a library of training materials that always feature the current you. What about events and presentations? You could be on stage when you can't be there live, and it's perfect for conferences or webinars or client presentations when travel isn't really possible or practical. Possibilities are honestly limitless once you have your avatar, and you'll start seeing opportunities everywhere to use it. The key is to think about where your personal presence adds value, then scale that presence with your digital twin. A couple of things to consider, right? Because this is AI, this is a new age out here. So there are some things to keep in mind when not to use your avatar. So be smart about it. If it's highly personal or sensitive topics, that deserves the real you. Anything that requires spontaneity, real-time interactions, or deep emotional connection should come from you directly, not your digital double. That's why when I started this webinar with you, I said, this is really me. I'm here with you. We're talking about avatars, but this right here, this is me. So when you have questions, post them in chat, and I'm happy to answer as we go along. Think of your avatar as a powerful assistant, not a replacement. It can beautifully handle the routine, the repetitive and scalable communication. So you can focus on your personal energy on the interactions that truly matter, the ones that require a human touch, your creativity or your authentic emotional intelligence. So ethics and trust, the foundation of success. As I said, I'm always transparent with my avatars. So let your audience know if they're watching an AI avatar. Transparency builds trust, and trust builds business. A simple disclaimer like this message was created using AI technology goes a long way. Extend, don't replace. Use your avatar to extend your presence and amplify your voice, not to replace genuine human connection. Your customers still want to know that there's a real person behind your business who really cares about their success. The goal is to be more accessible and helpful to your audience, not to trick them. When used ethically, I think that AI avatars really enhance relationships rather than diminish them. All right. Remember, your best marketing tool is you. If you've ever said, I hate being on video, or I never know what to say on camera, or I wish I could create more content without spending all day filming, this technology is specifically for you. It saves time. You can create multiple pieces of content in the same time it used to take to create one. It reduces that camera stress. No more take 47 or worrying about bad hair days. And it expands your reach. Be everywhere your customers are whenever they need you. So connect with me. I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn. And I said Ronnie Ramos on LinkedIn, and on most other social, Harmony 3 Productions. So now I am going to go in and actually show you some of those tools. Did you have a question there, Jeannie?
Sorry, I'll wait till the end.
Okay, yeah, we have a few minutes. And if I have any questions, now's a great time. We can talk specifically about them. So all right, so this is 11 labs. So if I wanted to change the voice over here, I've got to get my things here. So I can go into my voices and see Ronnie 3. So I'm just going to type something here. Good afternoon. It has been great presenting to you. If I could spell. Today, I hope you can attend the next workshop with Pace. Okay, very short, but let's see what it does. I've set my voice that I want to Ronnie, number 3. It's on model 11V3. That's the model that I want because it allows me to put in those enhancements. So you can see on the bottom it says enhance, and it's thinking. So it just says happy. Okay, fine. Let's hear what it says. Usually it just takes a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds to generate, especially for something this short. Okay, so I'm going to
Good afternoon. It has been great presenting to you today. I hope you can attend the next workshop with Pace.
That sounds a lot like me. So that was version 1. Let's see if we like version 2. Typically it will give you 2 variations.
Good afternoon. It has been great presenting to you today. I hope you can attend the next workshop with Pace.
That sounded to me less like me, but this first one.
Good afternoon. It has been great presenting to you today. I hope you can attend the next workshop with Pace.
That sounds a lot like me. So if I wanted my avatar to say that, I would download that file and then I would take it into Hey Jen. Okay, do we have any questions on how I am using my saved Ronnie voice clone, typing in whatever I want? See, Tracy Lynn says, wow. Yes, I agree. If I'm going wow, I think it's working. Yes. Okay, let's get over here into Hey Jen. why isn't it letting me sign in easily here? Well, that's not letting me sign in. Okay, give me a minute here. Let me stop my share and see if I can get in there easily. Let's see if I can get in here. Oh, taking a minute here. Well, let's see. Okay, here we go. Well, this is just taking forever. Let's see if this will work. Well, it is just not letting me get in here today. Well, I see a question here. Do I know if you can use the avatar on your Shopify site? If Shopify allows you, it's just a video. So if Shopify allows you to upload videos, yes, but it would be a standalone video. Can someone get access and use the image? You mean someone who doesn't have your account? I would assume, again, not an attorney, you got to read that fine print, but it sounds like what you're talking about, could it be hacked? I think anything these days can be hacked, but I think you're asking, can other people access your account? So again, I would absolutely read those terms and conditions. Okay, I'm going to try one more time here. And let's see if that's coming up here. Gotta love technology. Let's see. Do we have any other questions while I'm trying to access to get in here for us? Let's try one more time. Okay, perfect. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so let me get back into here and share my screen again. All right, so this is my account in HeyGen. This video, I think, is looking really good. So let me show you the latest one that I did. And I think they just get better and better over time. So let's play this one.
You don't have to feel inspired to be creative, because creativity isn't magic, it's momentum. You just have to show up. Every post you write, every video you film, every idea you try, even the messy ones, that's a rep, and reps build the muscle. If creativity has felt hard lately, I'm hosting a free webinar on how to be creative even when you're not feeling it. The link is in the comments.
I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing. In the last 2 months, the quality has just exponentially gotten better. So I use these on LinkedIn, on my social media all the time. All right, so let's see here. So all of these are different ones that I was playing with, right? And you can use the image that you have of you or video footage. You upload this with your the clone of your voice. HeyGen, you can use it to clone your voice, but I've not been as happy with the results. So I always do the voice in 11 Labs and then bring that into Hey Jen. Okay, so did anybody have any questions on how I'm doing that? So I'm going to set it up so that you can ask a question by raising your hand. So in on Zoom, raise your hand if you want to talk, and we can talk and see if there's anything specific that you'd like to see. So let's, anybody that, okay, I see. Okay, is it Mimi? Mimi, go ahead and unmute. Mimi, can you try to unmute? Okay, anybody else want to raise your hand if you have a question? Now it's not the time to be shy. Now is a great time. We can go in with any specific questions that you have. Okay, Melanie. Melanie, can you unmute? Oh, Jeannie, maybe they're having a hard time unmuting. Oh, Mimi, it looks like you're unmuted. Did you have a question?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm finally unmuted. Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. What can I
So,
help you with?
yeah. So, Ronnie, you mentioned that you use Aragon for
Yes.
your avatar.
Well, to make my still photo, and then I take it into HeyGen to make it into an avatar.
Okay, okay. So once you have your avatar, do you then use Aragon to do these different looks that we see on the screen right now?
Yes, so
That is,
that happens with the photo, not with the avatar. So I make all these different looks in Aragon, and then I can make any of them be an avatar.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, let me see if I can pull up Aragon. I don't know if I'm going to have a hard time like I did with the last time. And it's aragon.ai.
So is the clothing that we see, is that all your clothing?
Nope, it's built into Aragon. So
Oh,
you
okay.
you don't have that kind of options, but it has a lot of different ones. So you can see I kind of went crazy and I bought a lot of different packs. So there's modeling photos, there's startup founder photos, cozy home photos, right? There's so many of them. And I have been able to select ones that I like and then make a video with an avatar talking, but using these as the visual.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Ronnie,
All of these are paid subscriptions. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I just tried it myself. I uploaded my 6 photos.
You did?
Yes, I just did.
Why can you share your screen? I'll
Well,
stop sharing.
no, I stopped at the page that I have to pay for it. Like they give you 10% discounts.
Right, right.
And
Yeah,
it starts with,
they're all paid subscriptions. Yes.
yes, 30 something dollars
Right.
for 10 packages.
Right.
It's
And
not
then
bad.
like you can tell, I just kept, I kept throwing money at it to get more images. Okay,
But I have
so
a feeling that it's going to turn out great.
yes. So Melanie, I see you have a hand raised. Do you want to unmute, Melanie? Is there anybody else that wants to ask a question with a hand raise?
Okay, I got you now.
Oh, perfect.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. So pleased to have this very informative webinar.
Nice.
We do have a small estate with trails and whatever. So what would you recommend for an avatar to encourage people to visit the trails and so forth?
And what did you want to do with your avatar?
We have an estate,
Uh-huh.
and we have trails, nature trails, and a little restaurant. And
Okay, so you would start with your script. So I use ChatGPT for that. So let's go in here to ChatGPT. So I'm going to ask it for a very short script, but this is how you would do it step by step, however long you want it. So I'm going to put, please write me. I'm going to put a 10-second, or I'll put a 15-second script for a company that has an estate with, I'll put nature trails. What other amenities do you have there?
We have a little restaurant where we can do a group maybe of about 20 people, and we do a farm to table. We plant a lot of fresh flowers.
I'm going to put to get visitors. So let's see. I'm just going to call it, we'll call it ABC Trails, just for this. Okay, so you would start with your script. So I use ChatGPT to help me with my script. I never take it word for word. You're going to put your own experience and expertise on it. 15-second script. Looking for a breath of fresh air? Come wander the nature trails at ABC Trails, where every path leads to something beautiful. Enjoy farm-to-table flavors, fresh blooms, and moments worth savoring. ABC Trails. Slow down, explore, taste the good life. Okay, so this is how I would go to the next step. So I would take that, copy it, right? We're going to go into 11 labs. I'm going to stop the share and see if I can pull up my 11 lab ones. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as Ronnie V3, and I'm typing in the script that we got. I'm going to click on Enhance because we want it to have emotion. Oh, I like this. Look, it starts with inhales deeply. Look, let's see what it does. Generate speech.
Looking for a breath of fresh air? Come wander the nature trails at ABC Trails, where every path leads to something beautiful. Enjoy farm-to-table flavors, fresh blooms, and moments worth savoring. ABC Trails. Slow down, explore, and taste the good life.
That's pretty darn good, right? So my next step would be I would download this. And you notice when I read it, I messed up on a word. Yeah, your cloned voice never messes up on a word. Well, if it does, you can redo it. So then I would download this, then take it into HeyGen and have my avatar say it, or you could use it as a voiceover. You could have, one of their regular avatars say it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, any other questions here? Any other questions, or to see, steps I take? So script, voice, make your photo or video, take it into HeyGen, put it all together. Could someone use an avatar in a meeting and you are also an avatar? What would that be like? Really interesting question. So right now, these avatars that I'm showing you they don't react in real time. It's a video, right? But I just saw something pop up on HeyGen that said live avatar. I don't even know what that is yet. Things are changing so fast. So maybe it could, Like I said, what we're talking about today, this is a video that you're making, so it's not interactive. But I don't know what it was just talking. I literally just had a pop-up for, it said live avatar. I don't know. That's pretty exciting. Maybe at our next meeting, we'll have an update on what that was. How's that? Stay tuned. I'm excited. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's see. Can the voiceover be used standalone? Absolutely. Embedding it into an email, again, you got to watch with what you're embedding into an email because of deliverability issues. So I would really have to do some research on that. I know for most emails, it's like 5 megabytes. So your voiceover could easily be more than that. Okay.
Hey, Ronnie, I was just gonna say, oh,
Yeah. Yes.
I was just gonna say, in the sense of interaction, are you thinking something like a chat bot where it is your avatar and your avatar is answering maybe questions that you might have on your website
That's
or
not what I was talking. I don't know what they literally. It was a pop up that just popped up when I logged into HeyGen. First time I've seen it. I don't know what they were talking about, but it sounded interesting. So yeah, at the next pace one, I'll see if I can find out what that is, and maybe even have a sample of what they're talking about. But it sounded like, oh, what's that? So yeah.
so you are going to send us your presentation, is that right?
You get a copy. You'll get the video, a link to see the video.
Oh, I'd like
Yes.
to see the video. Okay, great.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to actually post our website chat room. Hmm, my chat room disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, right there. All right, I'm going to post to everyone. So the recording of today's webinar will be available under PACE website, pacelabdc.org.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the pop-up now and it says live avatar. I don't know what it does, but we'll find out. Hopefully by the next session, hopefully I'll make a little sample to show you.
I'm curious too.
Sounds interesting.
All right, any other questions, folks? I think we're good.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And please join us for our next webinar, February 19th. It's
Perfect.
also Thursday, 1 p.m. And we'll be covering Canva for Business.
Perfect. And
See
hopefully
everybody.
an update on the avatar.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
that as well.
Bye.
Thank you.